Good morning. Uh, this is going to be a confessions, but not really. It's more of a coming to a conclusion and realizing who you are as a person throughout the years and finding out that people do not accept you well and all you have is love to give. Um, the year started in the shelter. Um, I was working. I was making too much to keep the job and still benefit from any housing that the shelter could provide. So I began spending more time in the shelter. I got close to somebody there. I got close to a couple people. I'm pretty much a very friendly individual, but I got particularly close to an individual that I decided that when it was time for me to go, they should go with me because, my love is love. There's no malice. There's no malintent to what I do. So I move up here. I get this very new apartment, very beautiful, and I bring somebody along. We all know how that's going, right? So as this relationship progresses, I am starting to notice things that weren't there before, or they were always there, just very well hidden. And I proceed to set boundaries. Now, when you set boundaries on somebody that's not used to hearing the word no, which is happening often, they tend to get a little spiteful, petty, vengeful, or whatever. So I decided to remove this person from my domicile. I leave for a week or so. I come back and this person is broken into my house and has cooked every piece of food in the house and has provided nothing the entire time they were there. So let's just say that took 3 months of my life and in lack of freedom. So after the third month and the removal of this person for the second time, they proceeded to live in my backyard on the ground for a while until the neighbors felt bad enough that they gave them furniture to sit outside on, like patio or benches. That got a little too uncomfortable for me because I was told that if I didn't want to see this person out of their own mouth, that I should look out my own window. Okay, let's fast forward. Now, in the process of meeting or having this person in my life, I've met other people. I've been searching for the same thing I've been giving out, and for once in my life, I'm getting back what I gave out. And the new love in my life is amazing. Or old love that became very fresh and new again. Who knows? Respark, I don't know. What that part of joy is different from the story I'm telling. We'll get there at some point. But then moving on to, I love music. I've been wanting to do it my entire life, if I have not already been doing it my entire life, and my support system is low. So every time I reach out for help or I need equipment or, my life is starting over, so I would just need a couple seeds to feed the flowers in which I want to grow. But I meet an engineer, interesting, intelligent, highly erratic, but also military vet. So you can expect a little bit of psychosis. We make promises together and with others to do what we didn't get to do before. We're walking around millionaires without the money, with the drive, without the car, and we just wanted to go a little further. So I proceed to make a new choice or knock down a boundary and allow this person in my life. I see that there might be moments in which childhood trauma or the people they surround themselves with might not be the best conversations they should be having. And that influence, along with a lot of other people in my life, the influence with others, rather than understanding who I am with you or who we could be together, you are now listening to other people's opinions or your own, the psychosis voice in your head telling you you're not worth whatever I'm giving you. And everybody's worth love. It should never even be a conversation. Like, you should treat people how you want to be treated. And if you've never been loved, then you should learn how to love, to treat people that way. And then the whole world will be a little bit better. But, so I proceed to allow this person in and out with access, as they are, in fact, fixing up my studio, pictures and proof in the pudding. And I did make a disclaimer that being around me, you'll build feelings, and those feelings might make you a little crazy. In my past experiences, it might not be me. I'm a laid-back individual, very anal, but I'll leave you alone to make mistakes and I'll just fix them later. You know, and that's what it is. But the other day I had to do the first in my fucking life, the first time. Hold on one second. For the first time in my life, I thought I had it. I thought it was right there. I had the studio equipment, I had the recording sessions going, and then somebody got into this person's head to tell them that I was using them. Using them for what exactly, other than what we had a literal joined idea. And I had all the property and I had all the other things, so the word use was misused, and that translated into a whole lot of more arguments. And for the first time in my life, as I was trying to say, I had to call law enforcement on somebody because I didn't want to have to be the one somebody called law enforcement on. That level of stress inside the life that I live, and that level of love in which I give, and that slap in the face that it feels like, it's exhausting. So that's 2 people in this year that I've tried really hard to build with, create with, bond with. But let's just fast forward a little bit more. I deserved better. I couldn't see it. And then God placed this beautiful individual in my life that could see my beauty before I did, or at least when I was in the shadows of getting over the drugs and the pain and the heartache. And it was just so much going on that I was breaking down slowly but surely. But I made one phone call to a particular individual when I needed about 20 bucks. And with her last stitch of effort and maybe lint in her pocket, reached in there, cash out me $20, and conversations went from there. Dates started. Good conversations came from it. Like self-growth conversations, soul healing conversations. So in this true bond in which God has given me, I realized that you have to go through hardship to find a really good life. You have to know the pain to know you don't want to go through it again, and then appreciate when you don't have the pain anymore. Because some people are just so used to waking up with that back pain, and when they wake up one day and they just sprung out of bed, they want to go back to being hurt. And I will be your relief of back pain. I will be your relief of heartache. I will believe in you. I don't believe in leaving. And those are attributes that get taken advantage of way too much in this world. I give a fuck, and you want to fuck me over. Does not make any sense to me. So my plan for next year is to not just give a fuck, or probably not even to fuck, bitch. I'm tired. It's 8:23 o'clock. Street confessions.